Hey out there, Cocoa Beans here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this thing that I'm standing on. And what this is an Enderman experience farm. Let me just show you it real quick. There's all our Endermen down there that we've collected. So we're just going to go down here to the collection area. Right down here. Whoops. And they should all be at one-shot kills. So let's try this out. There we go. And it looks like we just gained 6 levels and 10 ender pearls, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make this now. Okay, before we get started, I want to make some recommendations. I recommend that you use endstone as your building material because the end is full of endstone, and that way you don't have to keep going back and forth to the overworld to grab more material. Also, since we're going to be using fences and ladders and other things, if you just bring in some soil and put down a couple of trees, and maybe even bring in some bone meal or torches and light these up, you can actually grow trees in the end so that you don't have to keep going back and forth for wood. So I recommend doing that. Okay, here's the stuff you're going to need for this build. You will need about 20 pieces of redstone, 7 redstone repeaters, 1 lever, 6 sticky pistons, about all the fences you can carry, a whole bunch of building block of choice. I use endstone because we're in the end, so it's easy to find more endstone if you run out, so you don't have to bring a bunch of stuff in here. And then a couple of pieces of glass, and these are just these aren't required. These are just a preference of mine, and I'll show you what to do with them here in a little bit. Okay, so first thing you're going to need to do is come find the middle of your end. So here's the middle of my end, and you want to go over to one side or the other. I'm going to choose this side over here, and then you want to go down to one end of the island. So you can either go that way or you can go that way. I'm going to go ahead and go this way. So you go down to the end of the island, and you want to get to the point to where you can just see the edge. So there's the edge, and it looks like I'm in visual range of all of these Endermen here towards the end. So I'm going to go ahead and start right here. So first thing you're going to do is make sure you have a nice flat area. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. Let's do that here and here. Put some more blocks over here. So we have a nice flat area to work with. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to make a 2 by 3 hole. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and 3, just like this. And you're going to dig that 3 down. So that was 1 down, there's 2, and there's 3. After you've done that, you want to place in your sticky pistons. So you're going to go to the long end of your hole and skip 1 block, and then dig out 3 over just like this. There we go. Then you're going to place your sticky pistons in facing this way, towards your hole. Looks like I don't have a back end on this side, so I'll have to just fill that in quickly. There we go, and place these right here like this. Whoops. Okay, and it looks like I think I'm going to need it to fill this in a little bit more so I can build my working area underneath. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in real quick here and also here. And I'll do 1 row here and then another row here, and that should be good. Alright, there we go. Once you have this done, you want to go down into your hole and dig out 2 in this direction, the short end. So you go 1, 2, just like that. And then 2 in this direction, 1, 2. So that's the short sides of your hole. Once you've done that, you go down to the end and you count. You dig out 5. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and just make the rest match. And then you go 1 over from there and do the same thing. Go down 5 and then dig out that. And then you want to do the same thing for this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Clear all this out. And then the same thing over on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Clear the rest of this out. And one last time on this side. Okay, after you have that done, you have this nice H-shaped hole with a roof over most of it, except for this part right here. Then you're going to go down to the end, and you're going to dig out, it should be 7, but until you reach the other corridor. So you should have it 7 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, that's right. So do that on this side. Go ahead and go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, now from here, you go down to the end, and you count over 1, 2 blocks, and then up 1, and you mine these out, and then the ones next to it. So you get this kind of, you've got 2 blocks here, a 2 by 2, and then a 1 by 2 here. And you do the same thing for the other side. So 1, 2, break out these, and break out those. There we go. Okay, so your sticky pistons should be right on top of this block here. So if you take that block out, you see the sticky pistons are right there. That's where you want them to be. Now you take your redstone repeaters and you place them into these blocks, just like this on both sides. And cover this with redstone. So you take your redstone, put it behind these, and then you want to run it to the other side. And right about here you want to put another redstone repeater so the signal makes it all the way across. Then you just take it to here, and then over to these. From there, you want to go down in front here. This is the other side, the opposite side that I just put that redstone on. And you just go down to this block here, and then you can place your piston on top of this, or I'm sorry, your lever on top of this, and that should activate your pistons and close them up. There we go, just like that. Alright, so now the hole's done. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make the bridge. So your bridge, you want to start on the side of your hole here that's closest to the edge. So you have your sticky pistons that are closest to the edge there. And you want to dig up, or I'm sorry, you want to build up high enough so that you have 3 blocks of clearance all the way down to the other end. So it looks like this rises up 1, 2. So I want to go up, I'm going to go up 5 and then start my bridge there. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to start it, I'm going to go 1 extra. There's no harm in going 1 extra. And I'm going to go right there. Then you just build your bridge out, starting from here, 1 block wide, and you go all the way back. And I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead in the video until I have all these blocks placed, because I'm just going to be placing a bunch of boring blocks, and I'm sure you guys don't want to watch that. Okay, so I'm all the way at the other end now, and if you see right here, I can see the edge, and I can see all the way this way. So any Endermen that are over here, I can see. I can actually probably take this back a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Take this back to about here, and I think that's good. I should be able to see all the Endermen that are at this side of the end island. So once you've done that, you grab your fence post, and you place one on top of this end, and then on the sides. And then you just want to work these fences all the way back like this. And this is just so you don't fall off of here. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead in the video until I have this done. Okay, now that I have all the fences on, the next step is to put on a roof. So you want a roof on this thing so that Endermen don't actually spawn up here. As you can see way down there, I've already got 1 Enderman spawning up here. So you just want this to be too high so you can actually run underneath it, but the Enderman can't get to you. So you just place a block, and then right there will be my roof, just like that. So see, I can run underneath, and the Enderman cannot. And then you just want to work this all the way back. You also want to make it 3 wide, because Endermen can teleport onto this thing, or spawn onto here, and then if they get down onto the fence, they will be able to hurt you. So you want to make this 3 wide to prevent them from doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead in the video until I have this roof on here. I'll see you then. Okay, there we go. The roof's all done on top, 3 wide, just like that. Now another thing you're going to have to consider is a way to get onto this thing, onto this bridge that you've just built. So you can do a couple different things. You can do stairs. I'm going to go ahead and just do ladders. So we'll just build 3 up like this, and then right here I'm going to put a fence gate. And then, let's see, that's not a fence gate. Let's grab a fence gate. We'll grab a fence gate. There we go. Put it right. Oh, that's right. You can't actually place gates like that, so you have to put something down. Put down a gate. Take that away. There we go. And then I'll just do ladders. And that way you can just climb up the ladder and open up the gate and go on inside. One other thing you have to consider when you're building this bridge is you want it to be far away enough from this end portal here so that when the Endermen are chasing you, they don't fall into the end and go away, or fall into the end portal and go away. I don't know where they go, but I've seen them fall in there and then you just disappear. So we don't want that. We want them to continuously follow you. So make sure it's far enough away from that. This is adequately far enough away, so that won't happen. Okay, so the next thing you'll need to do is you'll need a way to get down into this hole without the Enderman getting you. So you'll need a way to go from up here down to there. And what you want to do is you just want to go to the edge of your pistons here. So you have this is where your redstone repeater is. And you have redstone here and more redstone here, but you should be able to break this open and go straight down into your hole here just like that. So that's what you want to be able to do. And then you just make yourself a nice little tunnel to get down there safely. Just on 4 sides like this. Again, you want this to be on the side of your pistons, on the side of your hole that's closest to the edge. There we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of that, and we'll just put let's see, that's a fence gate, so let's go ahead and get some fences. And we'll put these around here like this. Okay, and then you'll just need some ladders to get down in here. So we'll put ladders facing this direction. There we go, all the way up. And I like to skip this block and not put a ladder here and actually put a trapdoor. So let's grab that trapdoor. See, trapdoor should be here. There we go. And this just makes a trapdoor here, just makes this nice and flush so you can go over this and grab your Enderman and then go back and not have any problem. And then when you want to go down in, you just flap that open and you can go down there. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this thing out. You just want to go up into your bridge part here. So I have my little ladder, and I'll go up into here, and then you want to start at the end that your hole is actually at. So our hole is over here on this end. And earlier I mentioned those 2 pieces of glass. Well, I put them right here, and that's just so I can make sure that all the Endermen fall into the hole here. So what you're going to do is you're going to stare at all the Endermen that you can see. So there's this guy. And you don't actually want to stare them in the eyes. It's actually better if you stare them in the midsection, like right at the top of their legs. So see, watch this guy. Staring at his, well, I guess it worked that time. But it really makes them angry if you stare at their midsection, like the 2 block height. And you can actually get them from farther away if you do that than if you're just staring at their faces. Okay, it looks like that guy is not interested. He might be a little bit out of range to see us. Okay, it looks like he's not interested either. Let's keep moving on. There we go. Oh, he did come join us. Okay. Oh, I missed a guy over here. There we go. Looks like there's one right here. Over here. So basically you get the gist of this. You just want to stare at all the ones that you can, starting from the end that has your hole, and then you go all the way down to the other end, and then once you get there you just make your way back. Okay, so I've made my way back to the other side, and I think I've picked up all the Endermen in range that I can see, and now I'm just going to make sure they all get into this hole right here. So it looks like I've got about maybe a dozen, maybe a little bit more in there. Let me just check over here to make sure there aren't any. Doesn't look like there are. Okay, so they're all nice and snug in this hole. And then you just go down into your space here, down the ladder that you created for yourself. Okay, and then this is what you do from here. what you want to do is you want to hit one of them. So I'm going to hit that one right there. And then you pull the lever. And then when that one falls and dies, you flip the lever back up. And then that should put them all at one hit kills. So let's try this out and see if it works. Okay, you just heard that one go down, so I flipped it off, and now they should be all around one-hit kills. Here we go. Make sure we got all of them. And as you can see, in that short time, I've gained 4 levels, and I've got 7 ender pearls. Alright guys, so that's the build. I hope you find this video useful, and I hope you put it to use in your survival worlds, and it helps you guys out. Until next time, I will see you all later. Bye!